Hi everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Cricket. Today I'm going to show you a revised version of the Royal Icing that I used when I made my Panoramic Sugar Eggs. I played with the recipe some more because most everyone knows I have very bad neck issues and it affects my hands. And here lately I've been waking up and especially my right hand just is so stiff and it hurts so much to move. But eventually it'll go away, but it still hurts a lot to use sometimes, and I drop a lot of things. But anyway, you probably didn't need to know all that. But the icing, I made would be so stiff it would be hard to pipe, but we needed it to be that way so it would hold up on the eggs. So I was playing around with the recipe yesterday. Here's some of my rosebuds. Much easier to pipe, but yet it was still firm enough that it held its shape, but it didn't hurt to pipe it out. So I've got 7 eggs, and I've got another new thing that I'm working on with sugar. Try to do some bumblebees and ladybugs, but they didn't turn out too good. And I popped out all of this to have it ready. So let me show you my revised, confusing Royal Icing. In my stand mixer, but you can do this also with a handheld mixer, but I'm going to be mixing this for about 10 minutes, so I just rather use this. I have 2 egg whites. And now I'm going to go ahead and start whipping them up with my whisk right now to get them, because they don't reach real good all the way down in the bottom of the bowl. So just by hand I'm going to go ahead and just start getting them whipped up and broken up just a little bit. Alright, just got them broken up, a little bit foamy. Now I can let the mixer do the other part of the work. Now I'm going to let that mix it up a little bit more, and we'll be back. Alright, I want to show you the consistency. It's real good and real foamy. Now, all at once, I'm going to mix in 2½ cups of powdered sugar, which is also known as confectioner sugar or icing sugar. And I may be adding a little bit more. Now remember, I'm trying to make this a smooth, thick consistency that's not hard to pipe. So right now, 2½ cups of powdered sugar. And start this out on low, or it's going to go everywhere. Alright, I'm going to scrape it down and make just a big old mess. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn it up as high as it'll go and let it start mixing, and let it mix for about 5 minutes. And then I'll be back to see if I need to add some more. Ooh, look how creamy. Very good and very creamy. But I'm still going to add a couple of more tablespoons of the powdered sugar, because that will almost hold its shape, but not quite. But see, it's not so stiff that it hurts your hands to pipe it. So let me add in a couple of more tablespoons. I'm adding 3, which is about like 1/4 cup. Start it off slow. And it's the same thing. If you get it way too thick, you can thin it out with a little bit of milk and water. Oh, but this is going to be perfect. So now I'm going to cut it back up as high as it will go and let it go for another 5 minutes. Look at that. See how it holds its shape? It's whipped full of air. It's not as thick. It's not going to be real hard to pipe. and it's gonna hold up. Look at that. That is perfect. So altogether, I used 2 egg whites and almost nearly 3 cups of sugar. I started off with 2.5 cups and then added 3 more tablespoons, so maybe 2 3/4 cup, but you don't have to make it this thick. But just test it halfway through and then add a little bit more if you need to. If you get it too thick, thin it out with a little bit of milk. But let it whip and whip. That's the secret I found out. Then put this in your container, and you want to cover this with a damp paper towel or a damp cloth. Just lay it across the top. Make sure no air can get to it. And then you can go and pop your eggs. See, look. It's taking it a while. You have to really work to get it off the spoon. And this is the way I did it yesterday, and popped all of my little flowers and shapes and stuff. So now I can get started on my eggs. And it's not going to hurt my hands to pop it. So, I hope you enjoy. If you make the eggs, let me know. I'd love to see them. I finally got finished with all the eggs that people wanted, so I thought I'd show you real quick. I had some extra sugar left over, and I thought I'd make a little box. They're real cute, but a long process. Now I'm ready to clean everything up. So I hope you enjoy.